It's the NBA Finals. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. We got the NBA Finals on tap tonight, Game 1. Who do you got? Big spread here. Denver, I think they're 8.5-point favorites here. I kind of see them to come out really strong and to kind of take it to Miami Game 1. That was a tough series for Miami going up against Boston there. Took them all the way, to 7 games to get it when they're up 3-0. So I think they're going to get kind of waxed here, kind of come back in Game 2 and make it a little more competitive. So you got to build these in game scripts. We're going to throw that out there. I'll talk about a little bit more when we dive into it a little bit here. If you don't have that Prizepicks account, use that promo code CashCake and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. Also, we're doing a lot of things, a lot of moving away from Patreon over to our new website. Right now, everything is just going to be through sign up. Everything's going to be through Discord. So you get everything through Discord right now. So if you sign up, transition over, and hopefully by the end of June, early July, we'll have the full website up and running, where we're going to move a lot of our tools over to the website, which will help with some of the ability to search, and one of the reasons we're doing that. So with that, again, if you like these videos, you want to see more of it, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Means a lot. We'll try to hit these videos for you. Let's just talk about it. Let's go. All right, as you can tell, Jokic, free square. So make sure you get on this play. If you have not played it yet, Jokic over 0.5 point, free square here. There's a lot of free squares out in the industry. This one on Prizepicks. Make sure you jump on this one. Again, I'm going to build a game script and some of my slips based on a Denver blowout. I think they blow them out here Game 1, and I think Spo kind of comes back and gets them ready for Game 2. I just think this is a real tough position for these guys. Denver's real hungry, and I think this is where we're going to lead. So first pick I'm going to go after, I'm going to go actually Jimmy Butler, 27.5 points. I'm going to go the under on this one for Jimmy. Again, I don't see him getting full minutes here. I think it's going to be a tough test for them. The 2 games he played Denver this year put up 17 and 24 points. Juice is on the under as well, minus 125 to minus 130 out there. Again, I just don't see this being super competitive Game 1. And so that's kind of the reason that I'm going this route. So build your slips based on how you see that game script going. That's key when you're doing this. So again, I'm seeing a Denver blowout. So I'm going to build accordingly. So I'm not going to have a ton of, Miami overs. If you wanted to look at one, Caleb Martin's been just unbelievable, and he's juiced over. It's at 16 here, though. I don't know if I'm going to play this one or not. I'm just going to kind of mention it. He's at 16 points. It was juiced massively at minus 140 on the over at 15.5. He's been playing unreal. If you want to take a shot at his over, be really the only one that I really like. I'm looking at unders for a lot of these guys. So let's talk about the other one. Bam. Now, I was looking at his points, and I was also looking at his points, rebounds, and assists. Points at 16.5, it's pushed down to minus 125. If we look at his points, rebounds, and assists at 29.5, it's sitting at minus 120. I kind of prefer this one, I think, a little bit, but I'd be okay with either one of them. I just feel like, it's going to be a spot where he's not going to play full minutes. So that's why I'm kind of leaning at this. And the 2 games he did play, Denver this year, put up 31 points, rebounds, and assists, and 23. And then points-wise, though, he put up 22 and 19. So I'm still going to go the points, rebounds, and assist under. And again, building overall that game script that Denver is just going to kind of, wax these guys this first game. I'm hoping for a competitive series. I think it's going to be Denver in 5, to be honest with you. I think, Denver's going to come out and kind of wax them Game 1. Going to be more competitive Game 2. I think it could go either way. I think Miami gets one back at home, and then they finish it out back at in Denver. So that's just kind of how I see it going. And then the last pick I'm kind of looking at here, and this is more, might not be that, Bruce Brown, 11 points. Miami plays kind of small, even when they have the guys coming off the bench, Kyle Lowry, and the guys they have coming off the bench. I don't, it's going to be interesting what they do with Kevin Love. They end up not playing him at all game 7. It's not like they play him a ton of minutes anyways. And if this goes into a blowout script, I can see Bruce Brown playing even more minutes here than he usually does. If we kind of look what he's done against Miami this year, in the 2 games that he has played him, he's put up 13 and 16 points in 25 and 32 minutes. And if it's a spot where, we see it being a blowout, maybe we see a little bit more of Bruce Brown here, and he can put up some points in a hurry as well. If you want to look at rebounds or points, rebounds, and assists, I'm perfectly fine with that one as well. But I just think that they're going to play a little bit smaller here, and if we're going to see a blowout, maybe we see a little bit more Bruce Brown minutes than we normally would if it was a spot where it was a bit of a more competitive game. But with Miami playing a little bit smaller, I think it just benefits Bruce Brown here. So I'll take a shot at the over 11 points in a game that's, again, you're going to build these slips out. It's going to be a little bit funky, with some of these plays you're looking at. So that's where I'm kind of leaning at. If you want to take a shot at maybe Duncan Robinson, if you think it's going to be a blowout over 8.5 points, I think you could do that as well. But again, all depends on where you see this going, how you see this game going. Even like a Jokic, I know you're taking the free square at 0.5 point for the over, but I don't mind taking a shot at under 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists for even Jokic here. If you think this is going to be a blowout or not going to see absolutely full run out of him, I don't mind that. In the 2 games he played Miami this year, he's put up 43 and 47 points, rebounds, and assists. The line was at 52 earlier. If you would have hit that, I would have loved that under. But at 50.5, I'm not sure how much I'd play this. Maybe throw it in like a 5 or 6 man. But I don't know how many. If we're not going to see full Jokic and we think it's going to be a blowout, then maybe he doesn't get there. Now, of course, we know what tear he's been on in the playoffs. It's been absolutely unreal. 60, 64, 68, 54, 54, 69, 52, 38, and 57 in the playoffs so far. So it's, again, one of those things, depending on how you want to look at that and how you want to play it, 50.5 makes me a little bit nervous to take an under like that. But it's more of, if Bam can slow him down a little bit, and they still get there. Maybe Jamal Murray pops off a ton, and Jokic doesn't have to score quite often, and he just does more rebounds and assists and doesn't score to get there. So just one thing I'd mention, again, game 1, lots of things can happen. Again, I still think the best play here is to take Denver, that -8. I just think it's going to be a blowout. Should be interesting. Again, appreciate you guys, and like always, I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.